Hey, pretty girl.
Yep.
Hey, Logan, say hi to the Giddy Up.
Sticky situation.
Welcome back to this week's installment of your weekly Giddy Up. Today, as you can see, me and my friend Trevor are dressed up as our younger selves from middle school.
Middle school uniforms. I think we actually have a picture of you dressed up how you did in middle school. Let's
Oh boy.
Let's see that. Times sure have changed for the better.
Let me tell you, middle school was rough.
Nightmare.
R-U-F-F. Rough. But to each their own.
So, did you see that Super Bowl? What did you think of the halftime show?
It was all right, but they had SpongeBob come and go as fast as that digital day policy for regions in the Washoe County School District. But you know, that Super Bowl was kind of a drag, honestly. So let's talk about something that's actually fun. And that's Winterfest. This week you've seen a lot of people dressing up in their Spirit Days. You might have seen me and Trevor walking around in our Spirit Day attire. It's been a great time, but let's finish off strong with Friday. It's our basketball game for our boys and girls Winterfest game. It's very important. It's basically their biggest game of the season. So let's make sure we go out there and support. Trevor will be there, and you know how Trevor's a good luck charm for us. Winterfest isn't done just yet. We have Winter Ball tomorrow night, the culmination of our entire Winterfest week. So make sure you have some fun with your friends. Stay safe. Have a good time at the dance. Trevor, why don't you tell us about Winter Ball?
If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, tickets are $15 at the door at the big gym. It starts at 7 and ends at 10. Don't get too crazy.
So before we finish talking about Winter Ball, let's talk about those Winterfest royalty candidates. So we have some from each grade, so let's talk about those now, actually. So for freshmen, we have Amir Crispin Ramirez, Nayeli Chacon, Celeste Garcia Perez, and Jesus Cuevas.
For sophomores, Abigail Marinas, Jalen Ramos, and only one guy, Francisco Garcia, so I guess you know who wins that.
For juniors, we have Julian Saldana and Hannah Chatfield, and then Daniel Guzman and Alondra Caro.
For seniors, we have Mina Carrillas and Esmeralda Perez, Joy Richardson and Anansi Ali, and Buddy McDonald and Christy Vega.
Now let's take it over to our Colt reporter, Mia, and her announcements for the Spanish Club.
Hey guys, it's Mia, and this is the club announcements. Today we have Mariana Villa and David Ramos from Spanish Club.
Hi, my name is Mariana Villa.
And my name is David Ramos, and we're the Spanish Club presidents.
We are here to announce the sale of roses for Valentine's Day.
The cost of the roses is $3, and they're being sold in Arwood's classroom and Mr. L classrooms, or also with any Spanish Club member.
We will be delivering them on Thursday, February 14th during 5th period. Thank you.
Okay, that's all the club announcements for today. Back to you, Eddie and Trevor.
Gracias, Mia.
Dios Mia. Thanks, Mia. Spanish Club roses are $3. You can get them before Valentine's Day. This week, we also have Bryson Parco with his weekly sports report.
Let's take it to him.
I'm Bryson Parco, and here's your sports report. Today we have an interview with Dylan Harloff from bowling, who's made it to playoff. Congratulations to them. Roll the clip.
So this year, bowling made it to playoffs. We all worked hard to get to the point of where we're at now. We played Hugs/Sparks on Wednesday. We beat them, not by a lot, but we beat them to enough where we can make it to playoffs. And we're playing Saturday at 11:30 in Carson. We hope to see you guys there.
One last thing, congrats to wrestling for making it to state. Keep up the good work, guys. Here's some stats from the boys and girls varsity basketball games. That's your sports report. Back to you, Eddie and Trevor.
So unfortunately, Stephanie Tobar, our weather reporter, unfortunately cannot make it tonight. She lives in a region which the Washoe County School District deems worthy of a digital day. So unfortunately, she's at home tonight. But we were able to get a camera set up in her home. So let's take it to her.
I'm chilling.
All right, Colts, it is Thursday today. We have a principal for the day, former Wooster student.
Class of 79, actually. Partners in Education Alliance for the El Dorado, Sydney Carrano, is here with us today.
So let's welcome her with open arms. Okay, welcome.
Good morning.
So, we have a few questions for you today. First is, since you are a former Wooster student, what do you think has changed throughout the decades that we've come across since you've been a donor for Wooster and a student at Wooster?
You know, the school is more awesome than it was before, I tell you. It's a different school, completely different. The student body has changed a lot. We were more athletic back then, but now you have all these different programs for the diversity, for a just amazing array of students. And I think we didn't have the International Baccalaureate program, which brings a whole different program to you, but all the different programs you have, it's just amazing to me.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any specific clubs or groups on campus that you like the most?
Well, back then I was a member of the Italian club. A lot of good that did me. I spoke Italian back then. And it was a little drill team, which was like a dance team. And and then I was just part of the fan club for all the different activities that were going on. But I actually worked after school every day.
Okay. And just some advice for Worcester students who are attending school now. What advice would you give Worcester students who are wanting to work or who already work?
Well, there are so many jobs out there, so go get a job, get some practical experience. Even at the El Dorado and Silver Legacy and Circus, we have tons of jobs for students that are just a few hours in the evening or after school, so there's a lot of practical experience. You're getting practical experience right here, right now, so good job.
All right, so speaking about the El Dorado, tell us about the partnership between that and Worcester.
Well, since the Partnerships in Education started in the 80s, we've been working with Worcester here and there, do a lot of different things, but like we sponsor Saturday school for those students that are working on their graduation. We sponsor different programs that Mrs. Kuchar has through the year, and we had the COLTS Day. A lot of your students come and spend a day at the El Dorado and see all the different professions that they can go into, just, right here in town.
All right, so it's still early in the day, but how do you feel being principal for the day?
Oh, so fun. Well, watching Mrs. Kuchar greet all the students and say, hey, giddy up, get to class, or run a little late. Some are happy, some aren't. And just the relationship between the staff and students is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you have a special place here.
All right, so this question pertains to the newscast here, KJ, Stephanie, Trevor, and myself. Will you be attending our 2019 graduation this year?
I would love to do that. I would thank you. I hope so.
Of course. And then, I don't know, we don't have any arrangements just yet, but maybe we could have a special live giddy up during the graduation with me and Trevor, KJ, and Stephanie, and we'll be sure to shout you out.
Okay, well, I see Mrs. Kuchar shaking her head. Yes, absolutely.
All right, so do you have anything specific that you'd like to tell our Worcester students before we leave?
Well, I would like to say go Colts for one, and stay in school and keep on going. I mean, there's so much to do. You're learning so much here, and there's so much to do, and it's so exciting. And bring these relationships forward like we all have here in Reno. It's just amazing.
All right, Cindy, thank you for joining us. We're glad to have you here, and we're glad to be seeing you in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go Colts.
Go Colts. All right, so let's get Trevor back in here.
Big thank you again to Sydney Carrano, the recent recipient of the Partner in Education Award, actually. So anytime you see those nice snacks in the Career Center during your Saturday schools, be sure to thank her.
That's all we have for you this week, Colts. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you smash that like button.
Make sure you attend Winter Ball this weekend, and may all your favorite bands stay together.
See you next week, Colts.